Hey there Virgo, it's Viv from Wisdom Released and welcome to your reading for the 2nd to the 8th of July 2018. I'm using the Wild Unknown Tarot by Kim Krans, and it's an 8-card spread with an overall theme or energy for the week in the centre, and then one card for each day of the week, Monday through Sunday. And the video is a little bit late because it seemed like every man and his dog was out trying to upload videos on YouTube yesterday, and the whole process was extremely slow, so I've been delayed by a day, but I'm making good progress today, so persistence pays off, eh? I did already do the general readings for July though, and the card that came up as your overall energy and central issue was the Six of Wands, so that's a feeling of accomplishment after embracing a challenge, having to battle through something and then coming home sort of victorious. So that's the overall theme for the month, and that appears to be that sort of call to overcome something challenging, that call to be adventurous, is the central theme for this week, with the Son of Wands here. The Son of Wands is an action taker. He's a bit of a charmer. He seems to do and say the right things, and things do seem to fall into place for him. It's kind of like a fits and starts energy though, you know. He's very passionate and full of energy, and then pulls back, and so he's then very passionate and full of energy and then pulls back, and so energy when it's needed, action when it's needed, and he's, as I say, he's a charmer, so he doesn't say the right thing. So this is the energy, the central energy governing this week. The card out for Monday is the Three of Cups, and this is a card of friendship, it's a card of harmony, it's a card of celebrating and appreciating those who are closest to you, who you have the deepest connection with, and those who really understand you. Because the overall energy for the week is the Son of Wands, which is an adventurous action card. Is somebody leaving home? Is somebody moving on? Is somebody moving out? Perhaps there's a couple of parents here who are just about to face an empty nest. Or perhaps if you're 3 close friends, then one of your friends is moving away. Perhaps they've got a new job. Perhaps there's a new opportunity that's calling them to move away and to move on. Yeah, there's that's the feeling around this card. I'm wondering if somebody close to you is about to move away. Tuesday is bringing a sense of perspective about that, because if it is somebody who's moving on, and you know, if there's some kind of familial breakup or some change in status of a friendship, people can get really emotional about it, can't they? But it feels like there is a sense of perspective and balance here. It's sort of like a hoping for the best for the other person involved. There's no sort of, this card, it's not an overly emotional card. It's very rational, it's very logical. The Father of Swords has things in perspective. He's got a very broad view of things, and he's very fair and very just, and so he's wanting the best for the other person who's involved. There is a need for to be strong. There's a need to dig deep and to exercise some some strength to be to have self-control, to not get over emotional, to not get insecure, to not let whatever it is that's happening with a person moving away who's very close to you, not to let that not for you to take that upon yourself and to start not blaming yourself exactly, but to not allow that to affect your self-esteem. It's not, it's not a personal thing. It's not to do with you. If it's you that's moving on, it's an opportunity for expansion and growth and adventure. It's an opportunity to grow and gain experience and gain confidence and self-esteem. And if it's somebody who's moving away from you, then this is a call for you to really dig deep and be strong for them, and to wish the best for them, and to hold their hopes and dreams lovingly and with compassion. I think there is, feeling emotional is inevitable, though. At some point when somebody leaves us, when somebody departs and moves on, perhaps they've passed on and left us and are now in another realm, or they are physically still on the planet and they've just gone to a different place. But we can find it upsetting, and we can really feel down about it, depressed about it, even though we want the best for them, and even though we know these feelings will pass. It's okay to feel bad, it's okay to feel upset. It's you don't have to try and hide it. This isn't saying to you that you should suck it up or anything. It's asking you to be kind to yourself, that a level of pain, of upset is inevitable when somebody we love is moving on. Friday, though, there's a sense of optimism here again, because it's the Three of Wands, and so I'm drawn to sort of like the repetition that there is here. I'm thinking that this is a familial situation, and that a child is leaving home. That's what I feel. They are looking towards the future. They have had the support of very close friends, or they've had support of the family, of parental support, and now it's their time to move on, to look to their future, to set their own goals, and to maybe it's someone who's moving away from university, who's moving to university. They've just graduated from school or something, or maybe it's somebody who has graduated from university and they're about to embark on the next stage in their life and get a job and move away. Maybe they're moving abroad, maybe they're moving the other end of the country, but it's it's time for them to take the reins of their own life and take charge and look to the future and create something new and wonderful for themselves. And whatever they do, it's a new start for you, it's a new start for them. And I think you see the potential in the situation. You start seeing the potential for your own life, you see the potential for their life, and from small acorns forests grow. So who knows where this will lead, but there is great potential to create something very solid and stable here, something solid and lasting for you and for them. This is, whatever it is that's happening, my feeling is that this is affecting the rest of your lives. It's not just like a flash in the pan thing. It's a life event. This call to adventure, it's a life event. this is what's making me think that it's a child, because it's the daughter of Pentacles, not the King of Pentacles. So it's somebody who's just starting their journey through the court cards to become Queen of Pentacles. She is this energy is someone who's very diligent, very hardworking, and is very focused on the details. So they're very careful, they're very cautious. So it might be that the person who's moving on is making a cautious start, but it's a start, sort of a sure-footed start in the right direction. Maybe everybody's a little bit uncertain about the newness of the situation and how it's going to turn out, but my feeling is that you know, you'll all be victorious, and there's a feeling of things returning back to how they should be. You know, it's like there's a feeling of, although there is a feeling of adventure here, there's a feeling of like a rite of passage and things following a process, and that this is, like I say, it's how things should be, that life is moving in this direction, and this is what happens, and it's that overall it's a good thing. It's okay for us to be upset, but overall it's a good thing. Okay then, Virgo. That was yeah, quite an intense message for this week. I hope you found that useful. I hope that resonated, and I really do appreciate your company here. I do watch a lot of other tarot readers on the other channels, and sometimes when I watch videos I think, what the heck was that? That's got nothing to do with me whatsoever. And at other times I watch them and I think, crikey, for a general read that is just so spookily accurate. Which is really amazing, and I really enjoy it when that happens. The general readings that I do, they can be about our home situation, as this one is, or they can be to do with our professional career, they can be to do with love and relationships. And because they're general readings, sometimes they're going to hit and sometimes they're going to miss. But please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But as I say, I really do appreciate you tuning in and watching. And I'll be back next time with another reading. So until then, thank you very much and take care.